there and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Angie and I'm a chemist who loves makeup. So the other day on Twitter, Cardi B asked for some skincare advice because her skin was not in the most ideal condition. And the replies were interesting. Some were really good and some were not so good. So we're gonna look through some of these recommendations on Twitter and I'm gonna give you my thoughts and if I think this is good advice for Cardi given the state of her skin, or if I think the advice is not so good advice. So let me read what Cardi B said so you can have some sort of idea of what she was working with here. I've been breaking out lately and my face is extremely dry. I don't think these products are working. I think it's the water out here. What are some good products for little blackhead breakouts and dry skin on your face? So it looks like she's having breakouts from products she's been using as well as experiencing dry skin. Now she could have been using a retinol that dried out her skin. When we're talking about the person's tweet, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. I'm probably not gonna put most of the usernames just to not put these people on blast, but I'll give you a general synopsis as we go through it of what they're talking about. This first tweet says she's used a simple face wash, she's used a chemical exfoliant because physical exfoliants can be irritating, which true, can be irritating. Some people can use them, but generally speaking, it's probably not the best thing to use. And they recommended the La Mer cream because it's very thick and hydrating. So the two simple face wash recommendations she has. The first one is the Cetaphil Daily Foaming. So this one doesn't have a lot in it. The surfactants that are in here, which is what's gonna cleanse your skin, are cocamidopropyl bentane, cocoa glucoside, and bentane. These are gonna be gentle cleansers for your skin. And there's also glycerin, which is gonna help add back some of the hydration that you take away. And there's not really any actives in here like acids or anything like that to do other things to your skin. It's just for cleansing purposes. So their surfactants in here are generally what we would call co-surfactants. They're usually not what would be a primary surfactant, the main surfactant in a formula. So they may not cleanse as thoroughly if you are somebody who, let's say, wears a lot of makeup, are going to use a makeup remover, but I do think it's important to also have a good cleanser because sometimes you do not get everything when removing your makeup. So the second one is definitely not a drugstore cleanser. It's definitely much more expensive, but again, we're recommending it to Cardi B. So I'm pretty sure she has no issue affording this cleanser. It'd be just a drop in the bucket. But anywho, the surfactants in here are very similar to those of the Cetaphil, so that would be good. But I wouldn't call this a simple cleanser. There's a lot of oils in here, extracts, essential oils, a lot of things that if you already have irritated skin could actually probably irritate it further. There are also AHAs and BHAs, which are actives that act as exfoliants, if your skin is already irritated, may not be the best to use exfoliating ingredients such as this. There might not be enough to do much, but this is what they advertise. The AHA in here is a lactic acid. Really good. This is a good gentle exfoliant if you're looking for products. This is really good if you're starting out with exfoliation. BHA is the salicylic acid, but it's coming through the willow bark extract. Willow bark extract has salicylic acid in it that will also help exfoliate the skin, which may be good on normal times, but if your skin's already irritated, it's probably not good to have these acids in there. So this one I would not recommend if you're already experiencing breakouts and have irritated skin. It would be good for dry skin, but not irritated dry skin. So the exfoliant that she recommends is the Ordinary's 30% AHA plus 2% BHA, and I kind of wish this product would go away. It got really popular on TikTok because of all the it looks red on your face, but it is a lot. 30% is a lot of acid, and some people are using it too frequently. They're leaving it on too long. There's directions on there, but people still do this, and I just don't think it's the best thing to use, and especially if you already have irritated skin, I'd probably use a product that has lesser acids in there, either one of the Pixie Glow tonics they have or the clarifying tonic, or something that has less acid in it because her skin's already been irritated from acids. And this one is just not one that I'd probably recommend to people in general. I know some people get good results in it, but not everybody's skin can handle that much acid. Also, this person recommends the La Mer cream, which isn't a bad cream, but is so overpriced that I don't think I would recommend it to anyone, regardless of how much money they had. A really good, nice, thick cream that I would recommend is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, and it's just a really good, thick, moisturizing cream. So I would recommend that one over the La Mer any day. So this next one, they say that Cardi B is probably breaking out due to like retinol, which could be true. That's kind of what I said. And you have to spread out the product use. Good advice, good advice. But this is where they lost me. So they said, use this moisture for now. There are no chemicals. This is one of my biggest pet peeves, because if you are trying to sell me something that has no chemicals, I'm gonna assume you're selling me a big bottle of nothing. And I know people think that that might be reading too much into it, but if you can't explain what chemical is defined to you, and if you say harmful chemicals, that also doesn't define it for me, because what people tend to think is harmful in cosmetics really isn't harmful. So I just wanted to share this because I would really like to get rid of the notion that we want things to be chemical free, because that is going to be a big bottle of nothing. Alright, so the next one, so they recommend the Hydrating Foaming Wash by CeraVe, the niacinamide serum from The Ordinary, the hyaluronic acid serum from The Ordinary, and the Polish Choice BHA 2% for her blackheads, and the PM Lotion by CeraVe. CeraVe is a very good brand. The niacinamide serum would be good. I don't really have an issue with that one. The hyaluronic acid serum from The Ordinary, I also don't really have an issue with. Hyaluronic acid serums, I don't find completely necessary. As an active ingredient, hyaluronic acid is never gonna be more than 2%, just because your formula is gonna get really weird texture if it is above 2%. A lot of these hydrating serums actually have things like glycerin, butylene glycol, propylene glycol, things like that that are actually doing the bulk of the hydrating in them. I wouldn't really use this unless you absolutely need extra hydration. For the most part, I would just find a really good moisturizer. The Polish Choice BHA 2%, that one's gonna be good for exfoliation. Again, probably don't use it on her irritated skin right now. Once her skin's not irritated and gone back to kind of like a more normal state, then you could use that to help get rid of any sort of like blackheads or help exfoliate, that kind of thing. And CeraVe, good PM face lotion, don't have any issue with that. Alright, so this next one is from Danielle Fishel. So if you do not know who she is, she played Topanga on Boy Meets World, or if that's before your time, Girl Meets World. So her recommendation to Cardi B was that when her skin's super dry, she sprays this rose water and glycerin on her face, followed up by argan oil. So this product I think is kind of not very useful. It's mostly water, rose water, and glycerin. I don't really feel like this product is that useful, and the rose water actually might be further irritating. The glycerin is going to be hydrating. It's a humectant. It's really good at drawing water in. But honestly, I can't take this product seriously at all, because when I looked at the back of the package, they said the first ingredient is purified water. FYI, all your water that's going into your cosmetics should be purified, but in any case, so they use what they call this Vormag water. So this water is vortexed and then magnetized, that they say raises the energy to a higher vibration that they believe makes it more beneficial. So this just sounds like a big load of crap to me. I would not buy it based on this weird nonsense. If you want one, get like a Fix Plus spray, get a different hydrating spray, but mostly just get a good moisturizer. The spray really isn't going to do a significant amount. So I do not agree with Topanga's advice. So Cardi B, let's not listen to Topanga. She's trying to steer you wrong. So this next one, I didn't see the actual tweet. Somebody shared this tweet, and this person told them to use baking soda, to use lemon, salt, and honey. I'm gonna beg people to stop trying to make homemade face masks, especially with things like lemon. Lemon is super acidic. Baking soda is super alkaline. You can't really control the pH of what you're putting on your face. Whipping these up in your kitchen using like measurements, your lemons can be different. All this stuff is going to lead to kind of messing up your skin. If cost is an issue, there's a lot of good drugstore products on here. We've been talking about CeraVe this whole video. Stay away from the DIY lemon, baking soda, all that kind of stuff. It is not good for your skin. Someone else recommended CeraVe. I do have to agree with that. I would probably, while her skin's irritated, not use the salicylic acid line. Salicylic acid line would be good afterwards to help gently exfoliate and help with some of those blackheads she's experiencing. And someone recommended the St. Ives Apricot Scrub. They are looking for skincare Twitter to come after them. They probably got roasted after this. So this last one is from an esthetician on Twitter that I follow, and I'm going to read out to you what she said. So she says, it sounds like your skin's moisture barrier is damaged. Again, all these active ingredients can do that. Pretty much that means the previous products you used disrupted your skin's equilibrium. I'd recommend going back to basics with a high quality hydrating products and maybe one active ingredient to target the mild acne. So this is really good advice. I would definitely recommend this. Less is sometimes more when it comes to skincare. Hydrating ingredients are really important, and then maybe an active or two. If you overload your skin with actives, that's when you kind of start to mess up your barrier on your skin. It throws things out of whack, you get breakouts, so definitely important to be careful. So I hope you found this little reaction video interesting. If you did, please give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to learn more about the science of makeup and skincare. And with that, I will see you in my next video. Bye!